Explain golden rule in interpretation of statutes. This rule gives the words used in a statute their ordinary meaning. But if that ordinary meaning ends up giving an absurd result, which is not according to the intent of the legislature, then the judge can give word or meaning which makes the statute rational. The golden rule can be applied in a narrow or a broad sense. Narrow approach. This approach is taken when the words in the statute are capable of multiple interpretations. Through this approach, the judge is able to apply the meaning which is clear and properly portrays the true intention of the statute. Broad approach. This approach is taken when there exists only one possible interpretation of a word. In some cases, the meaning might cause absurdity. In order to avoid this problem, the judges can use this approach to modify the meaning of the word. But this modification should be limited and should not deviate from the actual intention of the legislation. The golden rule of interpretation is the second step after the literal rule. When the literal rule fails due to the existence of multiple meanings of a word in the statute, the golden rule is to be applied. Advantages of the golden rule. It allows the judge to modify the meaning of words to remove absurdity and apply the modified term effectively in the case at hand. It guides the judge in applying appropriate principles while interpreting the meaning of the statute. It takes away the requirement of amending the legislation to make minute changes, as the judges can do that for the parliament. Disadvantages of golden rule. This golden rule is restricted in its use as it can be used only when the literal rule leads to ambiguities in interpretation. Its use thus becomes limited and rare. It is unpredictable and lacks guidelines. Judges can twist the meaning of the words and change the law. This would cause a disbalance in the separation of powers.